Hello everyone, this is Joe the Orange, and today I'm playing the Roman commander Scipio with 1 cav unit, 1 catapult, and 1 heavy infantry. I also play the same combo on Caesar, but usually with 2 cav instead of 1 cav and 1 heavy infantry. Now the reason I like this combo is because it's something to use against that Rhodian slinger spam. And not just the Rhodian slingers, it's the archers, it's the horse archers. It's all that fucking range that the Greeks have and the Romans don't. That may be different this patch. I really haven't tried out Germanicus that much. But yeah, the Roman side doesn't really have that long range firepower compared to the Greek side, who have horse archers and they have normal archers and they have slingers, you know, all that shit. And recently there has been this bug that when you charge, it charges in the fucking wrong way. And then there's caltraps that are just fucking up units. It's horrible at the moment for the Roman side. At least that's what I think. And that's why, you know, stakes in combat, everyone's fucking doing it. But I'm trying to avoid that. Because recently I did stake someone in a game versus CA. And they said, yeah, you're not meant to do that shit. So, but, you know, it's been so many fucking patches. It's been so many patches. I'm going to wait one more patch, and if they don't remove stakes, I'll just fucking come back when they have. And the same goes for the cliff bug. That's been around since I started playing this game, and it's just giving Rhodian slingers such an advantage at the moment. Well, there's those caltraps I was talking about. That's another unit I've seen people start using on the Roman side, is engineers. It seems like artillery in general is the way that the Roman side is leaning. Which, you know, might not be the best thing because it forces people to camp, like I am right now. And I fucking hate camping, but on the Roman side, if you want those big points, it's camping. The other choice is exploiting, but that's, you know, being a cheap cunt, so fucking don't do that. Of course, you can do well with a range of different units, like full cav or full infantry. But this is just easy and more reliable. So I guess I'm fucking lazy as well. But trust me, once you've played this combo, you just gotta keep playing it. It's just too fucking easy. The reason being is you have that catapult so you can control the flag basically. And sometimes it just gets a fuck ton of points. But when your team pushes hard, you can still use that cav unit to run around and cause havoc. And you still have that infantry unit if your team's really pushing. But even if you just defend, eventually the enemy's most likely going to come to you. But let's talk about this game more. Now this is a very easy way to get enough points to pay for your cav unit. If you charge light infantry, it fucks them up in the charge. Your cav will probably die, but you've made enough silver to cover all that shit. See, just in that charge, I did that much damage that it's killed, what, half a unit, and then 2/4, so a full unit, and then you get a little bit of extra damage. It pays for itself, and it ties them up because you have that oath. But I played fucking horribly this game, really. I was just trading units, mostly. But my catapult, just makes a fuck ton of points in seconds. And that is what usually happens with this comp. Sometimes your cav does well because the enemy team's full of range units to run over. Sometimes your infantry does fucking amazingly well because it just keeps running into barbarians. And I'll talk about that a bit later, but let's get back to the game for now. So I myself was very surprised at how much points this got me. As you can see, his unit is basically dead, it's fleeing, so it's going to die, so I launched smoke there. And then I just went back to see how this little fight was going. And the next minute, my fucking smoke is killing everyone. And don't worry about all these big numbers coming up for friendly fire. Because you don't actually get that much friendly fire when units are this low on health. It looks like you're getting heaps, but you'll end up with, like, fuck all. 500 if you fuck up. 300 if it works out. But you will get like 3,000 points. I went from like 3,800 to 7,000 with those few shots. But get ready for the complaints. You are helping the team, you're killing units on full health for the sacrifice of a unit with no health that's fleeing. But people will fucking cut sick. They get so pissed off. They just see the numbers and fucking rage. I've had heaps of games get 7,000 points and cunts rage because they see all these numbers and go, you fuckhead, you friendly fired. And then you look at your friendly fire and you have like 300. In one game, I had 7,500 and my friendly fire was 8. And I'll show you guys this at the end of the video. And this guy cut fucking sick. He said, you killed half my units. With 8 friendly fire, apparently I killed half his units. This is fucking amazing. So in this game, you'll notice that my catapults got all the points, but in the next game, my infantry gets all the points. And in the game after that, I think it's my cav. So it's always one unit that is doing so fucking well. And this can work with lower units, like lower tiered units. Of course, not on the same scale, but you are usually facing lower tiered people. So 6,000 points on a good game, 4,000 on an average game, 2,000 when you fuck up. But then again, my commander is tier 9, so I can't really judge how good this does. When I play tier 5 units, it does really well because I have a tier 9 commander. But who knows, it should do alright. Catapults don't get any better or worse, you know, because of your commander's tier. Unless you're playing Caesar, and then it's slightly better. But that's the thing, I really don't notice that much difference between playing Scipio with catapults compared to playing Caesar with catapults. And I guess the main reason is, when you are launching smoke, you want it to spread out. So reducing the area of where it may hit, which is what Caesar's ability does, I think is worse for fucking smoke. And that's where I get all my points. Literally. On my fucking catapults, it's all about smoke. I don't fucking shoot anything else. Once in a while I shoot something else, but it does fuck all compared to the smoke. So in this bit of the game, I just sack my horse unit for the greater good. Need some vision on those archers there, and the easiest way to do that is just to go up there. And I'm not taking that much range damage, so I just hover about. You know, let my team kill all these cunts. And once you have those 7,000 points, so, you know, who gives a shit? If one of your units dies, oh well, you have 7,000 points. But back to earlier when I was talking about heavy infantry versus bombs, a lot of people will say heavy infantry sucks, and bombs are amazingly overpowered and beat everyone. Well, they have a real hard time, the Scipio with heavy infantry in the open. Because you have that oath. Your unit isn't running away. So it's surviving that frenzy. It's surviving that fear presence. In general, if you manage to get Scipio heavy infantry into combat, it does real well. The hard bit is actually getting them into combat. They're just going to get blown up by fucking Rhodian slingers if you try to advance with it. So the best thing to do is to use a catapult and to launch smoke onto those ledges, and that really fucks up Rhodians. And as you can see from what I'm typing, I was fucking surprised at how much that smoke did. I guess killing infantry, cavalry gives you a lot more points than killing infantry. And in the next game, I'm fucking surprised how good the infantry went. It's fucking amazing. Now, I was going to show the full game of this one, but let's just skip to the exciting shit. What basically happens is, it's a standstill, and then they finally advance because we get a point advantage. But I don't really get to use my catapult that much because we have no vision pretty much the whole fucking game. So let's skip to the bit where I do get some points. And this will happen quite often. Your catapults are useless, other games they're fucking brilliant. But this one, the infantry is just amazing. So that's my one good arty shot. It gets about, I think it's 1,000 points or some shit. And then mix in with the other arty shots I got off, it ends up about 1,800, which isn't too bad. It pays for my catapult unit. But this is when my swords just go fucking berserk. So we have this Leo player advancing here, and I charge at like the last fucking second, and it actually gets him. and he shield bashes way too late. And pops hold the line way too late. He does everything way too fucking late, but it's good for me. And that was a tier 10 shield bash. Of course, my oath is something stupid as well, 7 I think. Now I sack my horses here. This is a thing I just do against barbs. Just sack my fucking horses into them. Delays them from killing my catapult unit. And it just buys you time. It ties them up for that fucking long. And then this pike player helps me out, so that's always good. Unfortunately, Cav does not do well against barbs in melee combat, but you know. So my Cav has done fuck all. My catapults have done fuck all. But my infantry is a fucking legend. Look at that shit. He's winning. First 2 spear units, first 2 Leo players. Like, 2 Leo units. Of course, one of them is only tier 6. But one of them is tier 9, Sacred Bands, with a tier 10 shield bash. And then some Cav gives me a little bit of a hand. Finishes off that little bit that was left on that fucking unit. I think it would have came down to the wire though. I still had a fair amount of guys left, considering they had 2 units and I had 1. And you would think that would be the end of my sword unit there. They are pretty low if I can get a zoom in on them at one stage, but at this time I'm just trying to decap. And I fucking fail horribly at decapping, and yeah, look at that shit. That's when Caesar comes in handy if you need to do shots like that. Now this is the weirdest shit ever. There must be a radius around my infantry where when they're in oath, if something is close by, they just start attacking it. Because I can't control them. They just fucking start doing that shit. They start killing horse archers. And then they don't stop there. They fucking kill everything. They kill this Cav guy here. They kill this spear. They just fucking go insane at this stage. On no health, they kill way too much stuff. Now in the next bit I do screw up. I end up killing this spear unit. And one thing I notice is if you have 2 guys left, it's very hard to shoot a catapult. Very hard. It will come up with the circle, but it will not shoot. Look at this shit. Come on, shoot. Shoot. Would have been fucking brilliant shot. Would have been, but just never happens. And then they randomly run away from the catapult. Probably got pylons or some shit, but yeah, they just abandoned the catapult. And I run them back there, they still won't shoot. Look at this shit, it would have been so good. But one thing I often forget on my infantry is to take that debuff to your speed off, my Z ability, because I could have charged these guys so much better, but I had that Z ability on and it slows you down. They end up fucking retreating though, and yeah, killing them. And I was thinking, holy shit, this infantry is going off at this stage. But it just keeps fucking going the whole game. So I run it back here. I'm not even sure why. Oh yeah, there's these cunts here. Now look at this cheap cunt. He's got that many guys left and he's still trying to put stakes down. He fucking made that guy rout. And he tried to put stakes down still. But try to do that to me, you can't. And then my charge fails. That's the thing I was talking about charges failing. And he's still trying to put the stakes down. This cunt doesn't give up. He doesn't want to even fight. He doesn't give a shit if you have 10 guys left. He's putting those stakes down. But it causes him to get his ass kicked. That is one good thing about when people try to put stakes down. If you can get inside their unit, their unit doesn't fight very well when they are putting the stakes down. They kind of stand in the same fucking spot. So if you get inside their unit, your guys just start wailing on them. And then you won't believe this shit. After all that, you'll just think, oh, he'll barrage me and I'll die. I chuck some pylons. I'm pretty sure I can't get into contact with these guys, but apparently he likes to fight heavy swords with horse archers. I don't know why. But thanks. What is it? Gloria. Thanks for that shit. Thanks for the extra points at the end, I guess. Who knows, I've heard there's a bug where you try to run horse archers away and they decide to go in the wrong direction. That's probably what happened to that Gloria person. I'm not sure, I've never played fucking horse archers. Now in this game, it's more of a fun game than showing any really good shit. 4 people on each team fucking DC. So it basically ends up as 6v6. And it was one of the funnest fucking games I've ever played, and I did some stupid shit. In this game, I probably do the worst fucking charge you will ever see. I couldn't stop fucking laughing when I did it. It was the dumbest shit I've ever done. It was so fucking bad. Just wait until you see this shit. It's so... I killed myself, basically. It's the dumbest fucking charge. And I can't blame it on anything. It was where I was trying to charge to. It wasn't a charge bug. It's when you do those charge bugs and it kills half your fucking unit. That's just a charge bug. But this shit, I was aiming to go there. And yeah. Just wait until you fucking see it. It's the dumbest shit. And I do some dumb shit. But this was like retard level. And 2 catapult players, I do see a lot of people, just on a fucking random side note, I do see a lot of people bring 3 catapults or 3 range, and then they go, why isn't anyone protecting me? Just bring your own fucking shit to protect yourself. That happens in like a lot of games where people are like, oh, how come you're not helping me? Bring your own fucking shit, help yourself. But that goes out to a lot of melee players as well. How come the catapult's not helping me? Maybe they're fucking shooting somewhere else. Maybe the catapult's bugged out. Anything could be going on. Just fucking shut the fuck up. Even people go, oh, how come your cavalry didn't run to the other side of the battlefield to help me? You're in the forest and I'm heavy cavalry. I'm not fucking running over there. I don't give a shit. I'm not fucking fighting with heavy cavalry in a forest area. That's just dumb. But people always say it. Well, I won't say always. This happened twice this week. Why haven't you charged your fucking tier 9 heavies into the forest? Because I'm not fucking stupid, that's why. And you may have noticed I did destroy those caltraps that can't lay down. The reason being is I want to move my heavy unit forward enough that they can't spot my siege equipment. So if I didn't kill those caltraps and didn't move my heavy unit forward more, I would have to move my catapult back. So that's explains that shit. Now, this guy here is using pikes, and their missile block is fucking massive, right? But they still, you just get smashed by range these days. And I wouldn't care if it wasn't for the cliff bug. At least when the cliff bug is removed, you can go and hide. But at the moment, you can't hide for shit. That's why I like catapults. You launch smoke on top of those fucking cliff edges and you fuck them up. And I do have a video of me exploiting the shit out of the cliff bug. And it ended up something stupid like, oh, here we go, here we fucking go. I'll talk about that later. So I wasn't paying attention at all. And this cunt ran through my heavies, killed some of my siege equipment, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna charge this cunt. Straight into the fucking wall. It's so fucking dumb. So fucking dumb. I don't know why. The minute I clicked charge, I was like, I'm a fucking idiot. I was pressing H. Nah, too late. Fucking dead. And I'm just waiting for chat to go, you're a dumb cunt. Luckily, no one, I don't think anyone noticed. Everyone, you know, is too busy controlling CPU or doing their own thing. But holy shit. That was the dumbest shit. And I zoom around the map, trying to figure out if anyone's seen that. It's all CPU, luckily. But back to the cliff bug. It's just dumb. It's the dumbest shit. If you purposely go out of your way to exploit it, you just fucking get too, like, it's just too easy. It's too fucking easy. But it's obviously exploiting. I did it for like one day straight. I had a day off and all I did was cliff exploit. And fuck me, it's just the dumbest crap. Especially against barbarian players because they are light infantry. If your unit spots them for 1 second, they can't run away. They just get fucking wailed on. And I had pikes protecting my slinger unit. It's the dumbest fucking comp I've ever played in my life. You have your pikes there, they can't get near you, but you've spotted them. So you shoot them once, that's a dead unit. It's so fucking stupid. And they have caltraps, so when someone is going to kill you, you put them down, and it fucks them up. It's just the stupidest shit. If you think this comp is fucking stupid, which it is, it's pretty fucking overpowered. The slinger fucking pike comp is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever played. It's easy mode bullshit. It wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't for the cliff bug. It'd actually be pretty balanced. If it wasn't for the cliff bug, it would still be strong. But then you have traps on top of that. It's too much. It's too fucking much. You fuck up Cav, you fuck up everyone. You know, the only thing you don't fuck up is this comp, because they smoke your ass. And Millie does alright against it, depending on how good you are dodging traps and shit. He does alright. So it's this comp and Millie. The heavy armored javelins aren't too bad, but you know, sometimes you just have to get too close. And getting too close equals you're fucking getting screwed up. You can't use the cliff bug, that's a problem with javelins. Your range is shit. Now, one thing I have been doing lately though is playing the new barbs with their increased vision. Well, not new barbs, just increased vision on them. Their vision is fucking insane now. If you could play artillery with a barb player scouting for you, the barb player won't get any fucking points, but it'd be amazing for artillery players. And man, using the cliff bug with barbarian scouting for you, they scout, give you that little bit of vision, and then you just blow up a whole fucking unit. That's one strong piece of shit. And talking about things that counter slingers, I don't think Cav is that good at it, really. Well, not this Cav. I think catapults are the best fucking counter to them, which is pretty fucking sad, you know, when it comes down to it. Of course, in this situation, cavalry does well because they're not on the cliffs. They haven't put any traps down. Look, I changed units. Where's his traps? Doesn't put shit down. And he's brought 3 of them. Never bring 3 ranged. Never bring 3 catapults. Unless you are teamed up with someone who is dedicated to protecting your fucking ass, it's a bad idea. The reason is, you're going into the game, you're not sure what other people are playing, you're not sure how they play. They might just go berserk and charge in. You know, there's so many things that you can't be sure of when you're solo queuing and your range or your artillery. In fact, on anyone but Sinan, I always bring 2 melee units with 1 range. No matter who I play. It's only on Sinan I bring 2 range because barrage. This just fucking really strong. When I do start playing Germs again, I might try 3 melee. On Leo, once in a while I do 3 melee as well. Actually, when I play melee, I just go Silver Shield Swordsman. They're just too fucking good on him, so just, you know, full Silver Shields. But lately, it's been pretty hard. I keep getting those... Once in a while you have a really fucking bullshit game, but I keep getting around 4k points, which isn't that great. Some games I even get like 2k and shit on melee at the moment, because everyone's bringing those slingers, everyone's bringing those pikes, everyone's bringing catapults now. It's the meta now is shit for melee. It's really fucking horrible. Sometimes you get stunning games though. Mostly when you face barb heavy teams, melee just seems to go well against them. And Roman sword heavy teams, basically all the shit that isn't stunning at the moment. All the combos that aren't that great, melee fucking dominates. But anyway guys, I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe and thumbs up and all that shit.